the Rouse Building.
So I'm Peter Garver with Garver Development Group, and we served as development managers on the Rouse Building project on behalf of the Howard Hughes Corporation. With me is John DeWolf, Senior Vice President of Howard Hughes. And we took this 1974 Frank Gehry building that was about 150,000 square feet and through a pretty significant adaptive reuse, turned it into a now about 110,000 square foot building that used to be 4 stories and now is really 3 with a mezzanine, into which we placed Whole Foods of almost 50,000 square feet and a spa of about 28,000 square feet and office space of about 20,000 square feet.
We got to bust up a Frank Gehry building and put it back together again.
At one level there were 3 big issues for Whole Foods. One was parking, and the second was a loading area, and the third was just the space of the store. They got very excited about the fact that the parking lot is not exactly centered on the front door, so we added a 180-foot long covered walkway so that people can wheel their cart along, parallel to the parking and then go out into the parking lot in case it's raining. Next to the loading dock happens to be kind of another loading area and then the entrance to the spa, so convincing them that the turning radii of, a 53-foot tractor trailer was going to work took a lot of work. And then the third thing was just the space. The building's built into the hill, so the second floor of the building is actually what people see when they pull into the front parking lot along Little Patuxent Parkway. Had we not torn out that one floor, would have had only about a 9 to 10 foot ceiling. To tear out all that structure, we had to wrap columns with 30 inches of concrete. But what that did is create a double height space for the Whole Foods, which is really a very exciting space.
There's not too many spots in the store you can't stand and see out a window. And see the trees and see everything that's happening around. They filled the space in spectacular fashion. It's so much fun to get up on the mezzanine and look down into the store. What is great about ULI is I think there's actually a sort of I'll call it academic view of things. What sort of sets a standard that then you could put a stake in the ground and then everybody can sort of follow that. If we prove that we took probably a building that was going to cave in on itself, and we rebuilt it and we restored one of the great architect's first buildings that he built, and it's got a new life to it, then and we get recognized for that. That's pretty good.